Hello and welcome back to the Spellcorp Industrial Complex, where today I want to work more on our All the Mods star, and that's going to take a bunch of more stuff, but I've been doing a little bit behind the scenes here. Let me show you around. You'll hear some noises happening upstairs. There's some farms and things running, but our elevator's gone because I've hooked up, I think, all the floors that we're going to have in this building, or at least the majority of them. They're not filled out yet, but the skeleton is here. And we have our framework at the top floor here for our elevator, and it's now hooked up. The 9th floor, we're all the way up here. Very, very cool. But I've been working on a little bit of stuff here. Nothing new to see there. I don't think there's anything new to see. I think I showed you this. But for whatever reason, this farm, it isn't working. I don't know if there's like light coming through the walls somehow, or the redstone's breaking through in some way, but this farm isn't working. The light level's too high in there somehow, so it's kind of too bad. It's stopped going, but we have enough of our hostile mob machines that I think we can supplement that and get all the good stuff. And over here, bit has changed. I've swapped over the logistical transporters to fully upgraded item pipes. These you can put filters on, and they go very, very fast. So we've done that. Due to a comment suggestion, so thanks for that. That's a good move. And now we can have multiple crafters set up on this one system. I don't actually think this crafter is necessary at all. We have this whole thing filled up with a bunch of different crops. They all have 4 seeds per type, so I actually don't even need this one, and maybe we'll take it off to save the space for now, but that will be handy for our next little setup here. And then this has been running. I'll show you all the crops and stuff we have there. This has been going. We have tons and tons of insanium. I have so much insanium. I think we're going to turn that one off and convert it into something else, but let's come along here. Look at this. 182,000 fluix, similar Certus quartz, tons of ice, and I'll show you what this is for in a moment. We got fluorite coming in, osmium, steel, netherite, uranium, uranite, emeralds, copper, iron, gold. Look at that. 162,000 iron. Amazing. 25,000 diamonds. 367,000 redstone. We have so much of this stuff coming in now. It's amazing. Fertilized essence, wool, glowstone. And then I have water and dirt here. This is purely so that my system downstairs is making clay. And then it's able to make those, what are they called? The prediction matrices for hostile neural networks. I needed a way to get clay. So that's how we're doing that. But today, we're going to do a little bit more, all right. I have this nitro stuff, this nitro crystal seeds. I managed to make these pretty easy, actually. Insanium and then nitro crystals. And nitro crystals are energizing redstone, nether stars, and blazing crystals. So we're going to be able to get these because we're going to need these to upgrade our power machines downstairs. We have more nether stars coming in. Let me pull these out. I've been manually crafting these into the 2x ones. How many more do we have right now? We have one 3x block. I have one of those. I need 15 more, or 14 more to complete it. So this is going to be a while coming. We could add more wither machines, and I might at some point shortly, but I didn't have enough power to manage them. So let's go check that out, actually, because there is something upgraded. And I mean, while I'm here, I want to show you insanium as well, because I have so much. 2,000 insanium essence. That's so much. So much, okay? As we go through the All the Mods star quest line, we're going to need more and more power to get things. So, if you come down here, look at this. Gargantuan flux storage with 128 million FE in there. That's amazing. I got this little network controller set up so that I can have wireless charging set up on my everything except for inventory. So that's cool. We're getting wireless charging now. And then look at this. We have 3 reactors hooked up. They're at the spirited level. Every one of these filled with dry ice, redstone, and coal. So these are each going to pump out around 100,000 FE per tick. Crazy, crazy amount. I have them all set to auto mode so they know how to manage themselves. And they go on and off or whatever. And then on the top of each of them is an export bus that pulls in redstone, coal, dry ice, and uranite. And if you recall, I had that huge blue ice farm going on up here in that little machine. We have a system set up here. This specific pattern provider with an energizing orb is just to make dry ice. So dry ice is made by energizing 2 blue ice. Very easy, just by energizing 2 of that. So we have that set up in our requester now, where it'll always stock 192 in our storage system, and it'll make batches of 512 at a time. So that will never run out, and then we have uranite flowing in, and it's great. So we have tons of power now. We have, I think, around 350,000 RF per tick or FE per tick, so plenty to do. But today, what's the plan? Well, I want to work on our Aldemodium, or what is it here? This, our Aldemod star, right? There's a bunch of these different things, but we do need a lot of different stuff to make these, right? So if we look in, Master of Space, I need antimatter from Mekanism, infinity nukes, whatever else. This stuff too, right? We need gravitational modulating units, which also require antimatter, and there's just a lot of layers. So I kind of want to try out some of that Mekanism stuff today and see if we can't make some of the cool things. Polonium pellets we'll need as well, which I think require, nuclear waste. So we have to get towards we have to make a fission reactor for Mekanism. We have lots that we need to do. First things first, though, I'd actually like to kill the Ender Dragon to get some of these parts today, dragon scales and whatnot, because I think if we can get more of that, we'll be closer to it, and it feels like something very accomplishable at the moment. So I think we're gonna go do that. We're gonna make sure we bring our hostile prediction thingy so that when I kill it, we can eventually work towards duplicating the Ender Dragon. So that'll be good, but we have to find the end first. These nitro seeds here, to plant them, we do need these nitro crystal cruxes to even grow them by farmland. And we're going to add these to our farm after, because I'd like to make these nitro reactors and upgrade our reactors below to nitro so that we'll have even more power flowing in, because I know a ton of the Mekanism stuff is going to take a lot of power. So we'll have to get going on that. But we need to find the end here. So let's grab our classic little ender pearls. Make, I don't know, about 16, make 20 of them. 32 of them. Why not? Make a bunch, and we'll start hunting. I'll make sure to bring a waystone if I have one. We do have a waystone, so we can find our way back pretty easily as well. And hopefully the Ender Dragon's pretty easy in this pack. I don't know if he's meant to be more difficult or what, but we'll give it a try. Well, that's a cool mountain forming. Maybe our little end portal will be in there. You can tell this has never been loaded before, because look at that lava. That lava's just starting to flow down as if it was just spawned in. Crazy. Crazy stuff, some of this world gen. What is that? That looks kind of crazy. Almost looks like a big dead tree or something. Let's get closer. Oh, it's made out of stone. Has made the advancement Jaws. Find a Typhon. What is this? Oh, it's like a big skeleton? Well, that's pretty scary looking. Ah, what is that? What are you? A pufferfish? Ocean creeper. Okay. Okay. I don't know. Well, this is cool. Is there anything in it? Maybe. Doesn't really look. Oh, there's something. Bunch of garbage. I don't need that. Okay, well, let's keep searching. Oh my goodness. What is this giant fairy tale home? This is really cool looking. I guess we'll have to get a little closer and inspect. Also, I'm really far away. I've traveled like 4,500 blocks and haven't found the end portal yet. So that's a little annoying. Yep, still not near it. And you know, I could do some math or whatever and figure out where it is, but I've never liked doing that. I always like finding it in-game, using the in-game method, so we'll keep hunting. And we're going to check that house out, but I want to see if this place has a waystone I can link up to. There's one right there. Perfect. Makes it easier getting home later. Oh, it's like a woodland mansion of sorts, I guess. Oh, a illager fort, and I'm completely blinded. I don't really want to be here. 4 more seconds. Am I inside or am I on the roof? I don't even know. We're on the roof. Okay, we're getting out of here. That's terrible. I'm on the hunt still. We've made it. I think we're here. Yeah, look at that. Okay, so what? We're in one of these chunks. Let's go down. Let's find out what we might encounter down below. I should have been careful about the water. Oh, and I'm right in it. Oh, wow. Okay. This is a bit larger than end portals I've seen before. Or end city, end whatever they're called. Strongholds. That's what it is. Let's throw a waystone down and say stronghold. And then maybe we'll put one right at the portal as well. Oh, well, this is pretty cool. Look at, oh my goodness, loot. We'll take only the stuff that I might need. Pharrell the Wild Hunt. Cool. Now I just have to try to find our silly little end portal. And I wonder, oh my goodness, there's so much loot here. It's not all good loot, but it's here. Tablet of Zapping. Tablet used for rituals. Taking that. Was it as easy as this? I just went down one hallway and I think we found it. There's more loot and I'm going to get distracted by it. That's okay. Is that zombie spawner? It is. Take that. Mine now. Okay. Well. We found our portal. Oh, this looks way cooler than normal. And it's a silverfish spawner still, which I will take. Boop, boop, boop. Boop, 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 boop. I'm missing some of these and just throwing it out. Okay, cool. And we'll throw our end portal thing down. And I mean, how safe do I really have to be? We're gonna set our spawn maybe here. We'll set our spawn. And I think we'll just go in. We got our model framework ready. And we'll have a deep learner ready as well. So that we can just right click and then toss it in. We should be good to go. Okay, here we go. All right, we're here. There's our target. Now, I wonder if we can find any of that unobtainium stuff while we're here. But maybe that's only on the outer end islands. I don't know. Azure silver. Neat. I'm going to steal some of that. What is this? Nickel end ore? Mine. Inferium. Don't care. Have tons of that. All right. Mr. Ender Dragon. Here I come. Okay, we have to catch him with our model framework. We're also going to have to destroy everything we've ever loved. I have a crossbow and a quiver somewhere, which we might want as well to destroy some of these things. I don't know the range on a crossbow. I haven't really played with one much, but there we go. Destroy all of these. You know, the classic. You've seen the Ender Dragon. Break all of those things so he can't heal, and then we destroy him. Actually, I wonder, weirdly, these are an entity. Can I? No, you can't. We are going to want to have to respawn him to make more for our framework. We'll have to kill him 6 times. I don't know if we're going to do that right now. We'll get at least the first kill done, but I do know we'll have to do that. This is probably the perfect time to catch him, hey? And, no. Come on. Oh, we got him. Okay. We got the Ender Dragon model. Throw that in. Make sure we have it on us. And we're actually going to equip it as well so I can see that. Oh, you only have to destroy 2. 2 remaining. Oh, that's pretty good. And sniped. No, not sniped. And sniped. Nice. And sniped. Oh, he's going in. We're going to go for the kill. Come on. Ha! Ha! Oh, we're taking lots of damage. You know what I forgot? I forgot to bring glass bottles. I needed glass bottles, didn't I? To make the dragon breath stuff. I need that. Okay, this should be it. 1 or 2 more hits. I think this is the last one. There he goes. Goodbye, little Ender Dragon. Look at all your stuff. You drop all the good stuff for me? Thank you. That is very loud, though. Very, very loud. But rest in peace. What do we get? Dragon sinew. I guess we'll check it out after. We'll watch him die first. Look at that poor guy go. Bye-bye. 1 remaining. Lots of XP. Big blobs of XP. Cool. Okay. Pull this off. What does it say about the dragon egg? It's just a regular dragon egg. We got dragon scales, dragon sinew, epic shader grab bag, and supremium. So this we can use to make the dragon egg crux, and we'll need for our dragon soul. Dragon Sinew from Tetra. I don't know what that is. Epic Shader Grab Bag. We can open this and get the Ace Shader from Immersive Engineering. This can be applied like a skin to different items. Do I have something I can pick the Ender Dragon egg up with? Just need, like, something it can fall on top of, right? Redstone torch, I think, should work. There we go, our dragon egg. So, it doesn't look like I can use the same dragon egg to make the All the Mods star. It looks like I need a different one if I want the dragon soul. I need an inactive dragon egg, which is made of draconic chunks around an egg. And draconic chunks are from draconic dust, which comes from draconic combs, which come from draconic bees, which are obsidian nest bees. And however you get these. Tough living environment suitable for bees in the end. Okay, maybe we'll find one of those and get a draconic bee and get some of that going. But we can leave for the moment because we have our little end thing. Actually, maybe let's not leave. Maybe let's explore the end islands. Where's our little portal? There should be a little portal somewhere for us to go through, right? We're here in this beautiful end dimension. Look at this. This is crazy. I want to try to find, I don't know. I think I want to look for an ender bee nest if I can find one then. An obsidian nest. Well, I found this little waystone here, so I actually just went home and made an obsidian nest. And if we throw a honey treat on it, that should eventually just give us that bee that we need. So we'll leave that going for a little while. We might need a second one as well, so maybe we throw another treat on it. I don't know really what we're going to find around here. If we want to look for some vibranium quick and see if we can find it, and then maybe head home and work on mechanism stuff. So I guess I'll hunt around. Oh, look at that. That might be the bee we need. Is that a draconic bee? Ender bee. It is not a draconic bee. It's an ender bee, but we will take it. So apparently this unobtainium stuff, it's not vibranium. I had them mixed up. Spawns in an end highland biome. So there's one 1,500 blocks away. So we're going to head there and see if we can't find some of that stuff, because I would love to get a bit of unobtainium. I mean, we're going to need tons and tons of it to make our star. So finding it now would be a good start so we can figure out what to do with it and how to get more. Okay, apparently we're here. This is an End Highlands biome, so we're on the lookout for some unobtainium. I don't know what it's going to look like or if we're really going to be able to find any. It looks like it's this like purple star looking thing, and it should be pretty obvious if we see it, so maybe we'll start tearing stuff up. I'm taking a quick detour home because I remembered if we use a... What is it? There's a really fast way of mining things. Is it an RF Tools? What is it? A miner or like a quarry or destroyer or something? There's something that digs very, very fast, and I think I want to try using that. Okay, how does this work? If I mark a corner here, how do you do it? Do you have to put the builder down? Power it. We have power. I don't know. Put the thing in it. Shape card. This card represents an area that can be used by the shield or builder. Sneak right click on builder to start mark mode. Then right click 2 corners of the wanted area. Okay. So we select the first corner. Now select the second corner. Let's say we go all the way down. I don't know. Here. Oh, no. Okay. Let's just test. We're going to mine this area. New settings copied. And we're going to throw it in. I don't know if it's going or not, or what's happening. Not enough room, or no usable storage on top or below. Okay. So if we put the storage to here. Oh, okay. Now it goes. Well, that's easy. Oh, I forgot. Okay. Cool. So we can set this up on some chunk of End Highlands and get a ton of stuff. I thought it was supposed to void all of this, though. Okay. It was supposed to void that stuff. Maybe it doesn't know what it's doing. Okay, this is going to be a big test. We're going to see if we can mine an entire island, okay? But I do want to make sure We're doing this right. How does this work? Let's enable the preview because I think I want to go lower. Yeah, I want to go lower. How do we go lower? Do I make this bigger or do we change the offset? What if we change the Y value to like 100? How is this gonna change? I broke it. Enable preview again. Oh, that goes all the way down? Okay, let's turn this on. Let's ignore redstone mode. And start. Is it going? It's going, and it should be voiding all of the endstone now. I figured out how to set that. There's a bunch of endermen teleporting, which I think means their island's getting destroyed. Look at it tearing away at the world here. Oh, so it goes chunk by chunk. But this is going to tear all of this down. And I believe this shouldn't destroy the unobtainium blocks, and they should just be left in place. So when we tear through everything, we should be able to find it. Oh, man, look at that. Okay. Very cool. Very cool. Well, I'm going to wait this out and see if maybe there's some unobtainium hidden in here. And we'll come back when it's all done. I think I found something faster than that builder. The destruction gadget set up with my wireless charging across the world mines like crazy. Like, look at this. If we just max everything out, whatever the max destruction size is, sure, 6, whatever, right? Look at this. If I just right click a bunch, it just eats everything up, and this recharges immediately because, well, I have wireless charging set up at home that's making a ton of power. So this is maybe the best way to go about doing it. It's a little laggy. It's not easy to watch because my game kind of freezes up and locks up, but it tears through the stuff really fast, and I don't think it should break the ultimodium or unobtainium, whatever one we're hunting for. It shouldn't break it, so this should be fine. Maybe I'll dig around like this and we'll try to find something. Hopefully I can find one in a reasonable time because I got Mekanism stuff to work on that I've been very distracted from, clearly. I went on a bit of a side quest here. But we're learning. We're learning all the stuff that this mod has to offer, right? Here we go. Look at that. Some unobtainium. I should be able to mine it, hopefully. We certainly can. And we can do all our fancy ore processing. Super cool. That's a little bit of it. There's some more here. The destruction gadget was surely the way to go. Okay, let's just grab a bit more of this, and then I'll head home. And we can start on some cool Mekanism things and figure out how to get antimatter and polonium pellets and all the garbage I need. Oh boy, I'm nervous. I'm nervous. There's going to be lots. It's going to be lots of work. Oh baby, I've came home bearing goods. We got our draconic bee in here. I got that nest still, whatever, but the bee is there. So we can start producing that draconic stuff. And I got 37 unobtainium ore. That's tons of unobtainium. We're going to throw that in, see how much we end up with. I think we should just be able to run this through our regular ore processing to 3 times it. Yeah. Look at that. We're getting unobtainium. Very, very cool. We'll check in a second to see how much we got total. But back to my mission. Back to my big mission of why we're here. Why are we here? What are we doing? I don't remember. Oh, we got some quests we completed. Ender stuff. Kill the Ender Dragon. Remote gateway, yada yada. An iron furnace. Okay, cool. Don't care. Vanilla flight, but we have a jetpack. Whatever. Vibranium, I think I have. I think I already mined some of that, right? So if we go at all the modium, we can have some vibranium. 111 unobtainium. We can actually complete these quests now. We get a potion of vibranium site. Very, very cool. Potion of unobtainium site. Now we're on to this. An elytra. I don't have that, but we can almost make this wing. The cost of experience, make sure to put it in. Whatever. Whatever. We got lots of good stuff. Okay, on to Mekanism things. On to Mekanism things today. How about that, okay? We'll keep our B for the moment because I'll need to get through some of that quest line. We'll throw the unobtainium back. So, gravitational modulating unit. We need antimatter pellets and module bases, and this is tin and HDPE. What do we need for HDPE? We need HDPE pellets, which are oxygen and liquid ethylene. We'll have to work on that as well. Oh boy, I just need a ton of machinery, it sounds like, right? Just lots of different stuff. A couple of nitro batteries. We'll be able to get those easily enough because we're going to have that nitro stuff flowing in. Solar recharging units. Okay. Well, all of this we can make. We need module bases, which are the HDPs. So we're going to have to make that. But what else do we need from here? Just so I can kind of figure out. Polonium pellets, which are polonium, which is made of nuclear waste in a solar neutron activator, which is the byproduct of a fission reactor. So that's kind of tricky. What other stuff? I guess we can just follow the Mekanism questline and see what it tells me to do, because I think that will guide us in the right direction. If we go under advanced Mekanism or regular Mekanism here, gonna need a bunch of this stuff. Okay. Let me read up, and I'll bring you back once I kind of have a game plan here. I'm just on the task of being distracted from the Mekanism stuff. I added in some nitro, some spirited, and some niotic crystals here for seeds, so that we're getting some of that flowing in and that we're going to have a good source of that. But I realized we can actually make all the modium seeds, and these ones you have to grow them on this magical soil, which requires dragon scales and, I mean, a bunch of insanium stuff. But we can craft this, so we're going to make these actually with the dragon scales we have right now to get some all the modium growing. And then we have a nice source of that flowing in. It'll be pretty slow because it actually only makes the nuggets per thing. But as we get more seeds, it'll get faster and better. So this will be very, very cool. So I'm going to make one of these and see if we can't get some all the modium flowing in. But I do need some insanium, farmland, and blocks, it looks like. 64 insanium blocks. That is so absolutely crazy. Boom. Look at that. Okay. We got our all the modium seed. Now, what did I need to make? What did I need to grow it? Magical soil, dragon scales, insanium, and farmland. Okay, we can make this as well. We're going to make 2 of these because I think we have enough, we actually have enough unobtainium to make one of these into a seed as well. Look at that. We have 12 here. So we're going to make one of those seeds too. And then we have even more coming in. So very awesome. But I'm going to get back to work. I got to figure out this Mekanism stuff. Okay, I think I got a basic idea of what we're going to do next to follow the quest. But in the meantime, I've built this little machine here. Very, very simple. It's basically just all the different infusing factories that I might need. So we got one with carbon, one with redstone, one with diamond, one with refined obsidian, and then these have patterns underneath them for, well, whenever I want to make infused recipes involving those things. And then at the back, we have an export bus in here that's pumping in enriched carbon with acceleration cards and a crafting card, so it actually requests this when it runs out. And then redstone, diamond, enriched obsidian, it's just crafting all of those whenever they run out, so these constantly stay full. And then we can just pump them with whatever recipes we want to make, so this can handle making steel and our advanced alloys and different things. And then I've added all the recipes in our machine here to make the different control circuits, all the different cables for Mekanism that I think I'll need, as well as our enriching factory can make those different things too. I have it set up to make 64 at a time, so it always just makes a bunch so that there's always extra left over in the system. But that's great. So that's making all those. It's going to become way easier to make new Mekanism stuff with that. But the next stage that it wants us to work on is our chemical injection chamber, which is to upgrade our ore processing. Again, this is to do, I think, technically 3 times ore processing, but that's if we use raw ore using actual ore blocks like we have been from our digital miner. So if we take like an iron ore, I believe if you go through the chemical injection chamber, you're actually getting more. You get 4 per, because these become clumps and dirty iron. So you're actually 4 timesing the ore blocks, which is pretty nice. But to do this, I need hydrogen chloride. And to make hydrogen chloride, you need chlorine and hydrogen. And to get chlorine, we need a thermal evaporation plant. So we're going to make one of these. I think we can just pump water in from a sink, and that should be fine. But I need a bunch of these different blocks. So I'm going to encode the recipes and make one of those. Okay, we got all the right stuff, and it wants me to make a 4x3x4 structure, hollow in the middle, except for the base. You can replace any of the sides with a controller or valve. Okay, has this worked? Oh, 4x... Oh, it's got to be wider. My bad. Whoops. Make it a bit larger. There we go. Okay. This is doing something. We have to pump in water now. Okay, water's inside. Now, do we have to power this? Or do we have to just heat it up? I think we have to heat it up somehow. Okay, so it looks like we can actually take a resistive heater here. It's going to run out of power, and that's fine. But if we power this resistive heater, we can use thermodynamic conductors to heat up the temperature of this to produce brine. So that should actually be pretty good. We just have to power this and get it hot and hot. I have no idea how hot you can make these. 1 FE per tick. What if we set it to 1,000 FE per tick? How hot is this going to get? Pretty hot. It's making brine pretty fast. This is doing pretty well. Not enough room in output. That's fine. I'm thinking some of this stuff I'm going to want to store in our ME system, like as a liquid. That would be kind of cool, just as an intermediary. That might be nice, but we aren't going to do that with brine at the moment. It's maybe the other stuff, like, I don't know, the polonium things and whatnot. But I want to, what do I want to do now? I want to make hydrogen chloride, right? We've heated up. We need a chemical infuser to combine things. So let's make one of these. Okay, we got our chemical infuser. So let's throw it right here, I guess. And we want brine to come in. I need some mechanical pipes. I'm just going to use the ultimate mechanical pipes because I'm rich these days. So brine's going to go there. And how do we want this to work? We want... How do I get it into here? Oh, wait. I'm being goofy. This is for gases. Brine is not a gas. We need to turn the brine into chlorine, right? That's what we're trying to make. Brine into here. It'll start separating. We need power. For you, you can go like that. And we're going to attach the speed and energy upgrades to this as well, so it's quicker. Okay, and then sodium, I want to dump the excess. That's fine. But now with chlorine, we need gas cables, right? I need whatever those are called, pressurized. And we don't actually even need them directly because I think we can just go straight into a chemical infuser, fill it with chlorine. Now we just need some hydrogen, which is just water, and an electrolytic separator again. Okay. So our electrolytic separator here is going to make hydrogen and oxygen. Make sure to buff it so it's really fast. Oxygen, we can dump oxygen. That's fine. Sodium, we can dump sodium. We just want hydrogen, which is going to eject. I want the blue output to eject. That'll go into here. What's wrong? It is taking a whole lot of power. Okay, we actually have to upgrade our power cables here then. How about now? Okay, now it's keeping up. Okay, hydrogen chloride. Yay! What was I doing with this? Hydrogen chloride has to go in a chemical injection chamber. I don't really care about this at the moment, do I? Should I even? Chemical injection chamber. Let's, I mean, I guess we'll just try it, right? So we'll put one here. And we need to pump gas out of you. Chemical injection into purifying, into crusher, into enrichment, into smelter. Well, we're actually going to steal all of this. Because we're not using it right now. Ever since I turned off our little digital miner, this has not been necessary at the moment. There we go. Hydrogen chloride's getting stored in here. We have oxygen pulling from this same electrolytic separator going into our purifying factory. And then... what's the rest of the order? Crusher, enrichment, and smelter. Cool. Let's take one raw iron ingot and see what happens here. Machine doesn't even work. Off to a great start. Oh, you need 3? So this makes 8 iron shards out of 3. We'll turn auto eject on. Runs into here. This goes. These all go. How many do we end up with in the end? 3 turned into 8. Right? So, over double. But if we use the actual ore blocks, I think we get a bit more. I don't know. I don't really plan on using this system for ores anyways because, I mean, we have a huge farm upstairs that's letting us get it all. But what's next? Start of a tier 4 ore factory. You'll need to add 3 more machines. First, you need a chemical dissolution chamber. This machine requires sulfuric acid to break down raw ores into an ore slurry. Probably got lost 55 times during these last 2 steps. This is a complicated system. A basic layout of your factory should be... Oh, well. Would you look at this? They're just going to show me how it all goes. Okay, well, maybe I'm going to set this up. I'm going to run through these then. I'm going to set this up, and I'll bring you back so that we can move to the next stage because I'm getting bored with this part. We're not really going to be using this for ores anyways, so let's just get to the next step. All right, we did it. I completed this portion of the Mekanism quest line, and we're on to the advanced one now, and this looks like it's going to be overwhelming and crazy, but first things first. As a recap, we've set up an advanced ore processing facility using several gases, machinery, and more. In this chapter, we'll be using more of those to create powerful multi-block reactors as well as advanced ways to create and store power. This will also lead to making antimatter pellets, which are used to make the star. Bada bing, bada boom. Advanced power storage. I don't know if we need to do this because we already have power storage with our gargantuan power storage. So maybe we'll just start by making our hazmat suit. To start our journey into the world of Mekanism reactors, we'll start by making a fission reactor. These are multi-block structures that generate massive amounts of heat by burning fissile fuel. This reactor does not produce power on its own, but the heat generated can be used to heat coolant to be used to generate power in an industrial turbine. The fission reactor can be very dangerous as a meltdown can cause an explosion, as well as radiation spreading over a 5-chunk radius which lasts for several in-game weeks. We're going to be prepared for that. Let's make a hazmat suit just in case, right? Okay, what could this even possibly cost? Hazmat suit. I think I have boots. All looks very easy. Just some lead, I'm guessing. Yep. Lead and orange dye. And I have hazmat boots somewhere. My hazmat boots are completely gone, so we will make a new one. Boom. Hazmat suit. Bada bing, bada boom. It's time to gather the materials we'll need to build the reactor. Just like most Mekanism multi-blocks, reactors can be a custom size. Hold W and it will show you the ponder. So I'm guessing that's what this is here. Didn't they say this can blow up? Afraid of blowing up your fission reactor and causing a massive radiation leak? Don't worry. We can prevent it by creating a redstone circuit breaker. Well, unfortunately, this episode's getting just a little bit too long. I'm sorry I got so distracted throughout it all. There was just so much I wanted to do, but we got some of this Mekanism stuff set up, and guess what? I have these reactor things already made already. The reactor blocks, the reactor glass. I've made it all. We can complete that quest to see next time what that's going to look like, and we can move further along, hopefully getting our way to antimatter. I don't know how long that's going to take, but I can only hope that we can do it in one episode because I'm getting bored of this and I want to move on to the next thing. You know what I mean? I'm not bored of this series. I'm just bored of antimatter. I don't want to do it. I also have to figure out a safe space where we're going to build this reactor because I'm very scared about it blowing up. I don't want to run into any issues like that. So if you have any suggestions for that, let me know down in the comments below. Leave a like if you enjoyed today's episode and subscribe if you aren't already. But we'll see you next time at the Spellcorp Industrial Complex, okay? Yeah, good. See you then. Bye. 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 Bye.